Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with Off the Board with Pineapple Papers, and I'm combining that with 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life, Series 14, where we have 30 exclusive sketches, and day 27 is by Liz Jardel Fry, and it is two pictures, which I have right here, of my daughter in a singing lesson and at an audition. And I'm going to use Vicki Boutin's Storyteller. I bought this late in the game, and so I still have quite a bit of it. But I love anything Vicki Boutin, and so I'm willing to use some of it up because it fits this layout, and the colors are really good for the time period that this is taking place. Plus, there's some music notes on one of the papers, and she's in a singing lesson, and so and so for Off the Board, I have this pin of this really cool like the little earphones turned into a heart on that music paper. I just thought that was really cool looking, and it kind of gave me an idea because of on the sketch there's a little heart. So I got my papers, my embellishments, my pin from Pinterest, my pictures, and this sketch. So let's see how this goes. So first things first, this is the paper I decided to use. There is a very small, and you can see it right there in the top left area, a very small little part of this rainbow is music notes. And I was willing to take that small amount of music. Plus, I love the fact that it's a cool rainbow that's cut, like cut up and, put together in bits and pieces, which I think is really neat. So, I did have this scrap piece of paper that has little strips and stripes on it from the 6x8 paper pad, and it actually has a little bit of music notes on it too, so I am just going with that. And I just use it behind the cut apart. I decided to use says "So This Happened," and I wanted to put that down here. The sketch up there has like a little, almost like an index card looking thing, and so I figured I would do that in that area. And because the paper that I used and tore in the background stood out better with that black, I decided to go ahead and thinly matte, double matte my pictures. After I put them in that tealy aqua color, I back matted them again in a very thin black matte. And then I got all my embellishments out there from different varieties. I've got some Jolie's by You and some Paper Studio, and then everything else is from the Storyteller collection. All the papers except for the solid cardstock I used, and then of course that little bit of thread that you see hanging out over there on the left is going to be how I'm going to create the Off the Board with Pineapple Papers part from that pin that had the cool little headphones in the heart shape. And so I am going to build the side over there on the right. I'm not going to have as much, I guess, on the inside part, like to the left of the pictures. I'm going to have kind of three different clusters, pretty much where they have them on the sketch, except mine's going to be up a little higher on the right side, where I'm going to build in that empty, like greeny off-white corner up there in the top right. But I also put this cluster down here with like the music stand and everything. And then I did go ahead and put my title down that says Happy Soul. I am going to add a little bit to that in just a minute. And I'm just going to like put things all around. I have like little dots from the puffy embellishments, like the title words. And then I use the entire sheet of the Paper Studio music things. So it had these two pianos. So I'd used one over on the top right corner. I use this one above the little journaling card, and then there's the little oval that says music. I'm going to put that in a little area down there by the music stand, and just kind of put everything around because it's got gold in it. I wanted to make sure it was in at least 3 different places, so I've got that gold scattered across the entire layout and not just in one place. Sorry for the glare. I considered putting my sketch right above that little glare so that it wouldn't be in your face, but then it seems weird to have the sketch kind of lingering in the middle of the right side instead of in a corner where it usually is. So after I get pretty much everything on here, I got a bunch of wordy bits. I put above the title, I'm about to use a little wordy bit that says Keep Looking Up. So the title is Keep Looking Up, Happy Soul. And then I'm just going to put like little hearts and, dots and music notes kind of in a bunch of different places. But then down on the right of the bottom picture, I had put this musical note from the paper studio down, and it's gold. And then I put this little arrow on top of it that says "did that," pointing to the picture of my daughter in the bottom, because she auditioned, like I said, for a specialty course in high school. And she had to sing and read music and answer some questions by the person who was running the music department. And she was very nervous. That's why we did the singing lesson. She has an angelic voice. She is a wonderful singer, and that is not just coming from her mother. But she needed some help just kind of getting, on tune and calming her nerves more than anything. So one of my friends is a musician, and she did some singing classes, just like 2 or 3 really singing lessons with her. And then she felt much more confident for her audition, and it went very well because she ended up getting in. Spoiler alert. But that we didn't learn until the next year. And I think I've already documented that. So I guess it's not really a spoiler. So anyway, but I wanted to put on here all these really encouraging things because she was really nervous and stuff. So I've got a bunch of different, little wordy bits on here. So right now I'm building the little heart. What I did was I took this tealy aqua colored thread. It's embroidery thread. And I took 3 strands, full strands, and I knotted one end, and then I braided it, just a normal, 3 thing braid, and then knotted the other end so that it would give that same effect of having the ending where the headphones are in the center. I kind of wish I would have put a little music paper under there, kind of like on the pin. Sorry, my watch just dung and it drives me nuts. So I should have put some little music notes or something underneath there, but I didn't have any music paper left because I've tucked it all on here. But in the end, I like the way that it all turned out, and I add as many little musical things all over the place. And then I do actually journal on my journaling card before I put this layout away. And that's pretty darn impressive because, as y'all know, I don't always do that. So yeah, I kind of wish I would have put a little piece of music paper down there to put that on top of it. Would have been even cuter. And it wouldn't, like, when you see the close-up, it's got that red stripe in behind it and stuff. But I still like the way that it turned out, and that tealy aqua color was a perfect match for that teal matte that I got on the picture. So anyway, that is the end of my layout. I hope that you all have enjoyed my crazy rambling today. And I hope you'll go check out everybody who is hopping along with Off the Board with Pineapple Papers, especially Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and 30 Days of Sketches. If you like my video and or my layout, I would love a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you all have a great day. I hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love, and happy scrapping.